Alright. So, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna try talking about just random things, like things that are really sensitive, or um, like sensitive, things that might relate to others while playing GTA 5. And that thing right now is school. So let's see how what I can come up with about school that may bother others, and let's see how that goes. Um, First things first is probably the thing that bothers me the most about school. Thing that bothers me the most about school is first off teachers. Teachers bother me a lot. I don't even know why. They just another human being just sits there and they bother me. Um, they just annoy you. Like they can just breathe and you're like, why the hell are you still alive? Like, doesn't even matter who they are. But I think that teachers, some teachers are nice. Some teachers are really good, but then there's teachers, that one teacher that's like, why the hell are you in my classroom? And you're like, the hell? And it's confusing as hell. But there's always that one teacher no one likes. What? Hey, I killed him. I didn't think I would. Um, what's another one? Um, I hate, I hate like the school system. I'm sorry, but I hate the school system in general. Just, school system is so retarded because first off, we should be learning other things other than like how the fuck do you do algebra or how to um I don't know how to socialize. Like that would be cool. But no, they don't do that. They tell you uh, we need to be more social in our life, and then they tell us to shut up whenever we're talking. So I don't think that's true. I think that we should start learning how to actually be more social because I have multiple friends that are shy to even say excuse me whenever they need to get to something, or just they're too shy to ask like, hey, can I go get this from you or something like that. They're too shy to because they're just shy. And it's kind of sad because you need not to be shy in this world. Um, yeah, so there's another thing that bothers me. Um, that social skills and that they tell you to be you need more social, but then whenever you actually do become more social, they shut you down and say shut up or be quiet. And yeah, another one is I think we should learn how to actually live life. Like I just learned how to do the freaking laundry, and I just learned how to do the laundry, and I'm in high school, so there's that. Um, like I think the best thing that's in high school is probably like woods, welding, something that's actually gonna be more productive. Like woods is something that you would probably need later in life to like if you just want to build something that sure you should be able to know how to use stuff like that and stuff like axes. Like you should be able to know that like most some axes have like a hammer on the other side and the other side has the actual axe part that you can like chop wood with, stuff like that. You should be able to know how to use like a ruler properly, like the first little notch in a ruler after the zero mark of the inch is 1/16 of an inch, and then after that, and like the second notch is it's like 2/8 or like 3/8, something like that. Like we should be able to know how to use power drills, stuff like that. And I think that's something that we should start learning. So, which is kind of really dumb that they don't teach us that, and I think that they should also start teaching us how to. I think they should also start teaching us how to use like a checkbook, because God knows how to use that. Um, and like they should just teach us how to do more things in life than they should be teaching us how to use math. Like I'm not gonna learn how to actually use algebra in life, and I'm pretty sure every kid believes in that, and I think that that is really retarded. That they don't teach us stuff like that that would actually be helpful. Um, which is kind of weird because school is the place you should learn, and they're not doing a too good job at that. Um, and they're not being very unique about learning. Like most teachers just tell you this is what you're gonna learn today, and then they give you like a textbook, and then you're supposed to read it, and that's it. Then you're supposed to go learn by yourself, and then yeah. I'm surprised I got him. I didn't think he would. I'd kill him. They should. You should be able to choose what you want to learn, not just this is what class you're gonna go in today, and this is how this is gonna go. Because right now my schedule is art, learning strategies, woods, biology, um, global studies, math, and freshman language arts. I'm in ninth grade, and I've learned the same thing I learned since 3 years ago. I think that's super dumb. I think that they're spending way too much money on school, and then after that, you're going to go into college. Which college you should actually be able to learn because you're actually learn things that you might actually need. Um, so that would be cool. But basically, the only thing that they're teaching us right now is how to get pissed off at everything else in the world and how to cope with anger. So, without actually teaching you, you get to learn it by yourself. So, um, which just the school system is just so dumb and so rigged that they should change it. And I think that everyone should know that that's how you. That's like school's dumb. School's just dumb. Even if you're not passing at all, you don't have to do much to pass the classes and stuff like that. You just gotta show up. Most of the time, just participate and you pass. Because I'm pretty sure in every one of my classes, participation is like 40% of my grade. So, there's that. Um, I think that's super retarded. Um, and then we shouldn't have so many classes, like, or like so much time. I think that we should be able to just walk in, be like, hey, these are the hours I'm gonna be taking, and then you should be able to leave. You don't have to participate. It shouldn't be legal or illegal to participate. You should just be able to do it at your own free will, because that's just how it should be. It shouldn't be just you go in and you get yelled at if you're late or not. You should be able to choose whether or not you're late or not. Um, I hate that the school tells you that you should worry about your grades because if you can't successfully pass a class, then how are you going to successfully pull off a job or something like that? And I hate that because you actually have a motivation to do your job when you're older, and the motivation is money. I don't care about no letter on some piece of paper and call it a grade. I care about money that's actually going to pay bills and what's going to get done. I don't care about the actual letter on a piece of paper that they just give me and say, "Yep." So that's that. Um, I hate things that like I hate things that I'll go Video games causes violence. School causes violence. I say that 100% with honesty. I think school causes violence because no matter what, there's always gonna be someone that pisses you off, and school just does not. School's like, you gotta make friends with them, but no, not really. You just want to fight everyone, and school is just not the place to say that video games causes violence. Video games do not cause violence. Like some maybe, some people maybe, but I bet it's the homes that the people that they live in, and like where you live is that's what kind of I'm stuck, and that's where your violence comes from. Your family, your parents, your brothers, sisters. I don't know, wherever you live, and your lifestyle would be how you get your violence, but it's or just a genetic thing. But I don't think it's gonna be video games. And then people keep saying that studies show this, studies show that. Who cares? It just depends on their genetics, their genes, and stuff like that. And I think it's dumb that they blame it on video games when all reality, teachers don't care if you're depressed, if something happened in your family, if someone passed away, stuff like that. They don't care. So, um, I don't think that's good either that they say that. Um, but yeah, um, what's another thing? Um, things that are good about school. Nothing. Let me think. Um, I think the only thing good is that some teachers understand that you actually have a life outside of school. Not just school, and school is life. They actually understand that you have a life, so they're like, okay, no homework, which is lovely. Um, and just like, why would you assign stuff that is like, okay, you gotta do this, and it's 34 hours, and then when you're done, you have to do this and this and this and this, and then they're like, they don't care if you actually do sports or if you're going through some rough times or if um if you're an athlete or if you're like in band, stuff like that, or you're in like acting, I don't know, but they don't care. So they just end up going, oh, you're gonna do this, 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 and this. And then by the time you're done with all that, you don't even have time to do what you actually love. So I think that's dumb. They should be able to teach you how to, they should be able to show you that you could do this when you grow up. They should be able to show you how to maybe become a pro athlete, and if that can help happen, become what you personally love to do, or what you think that you would want to be when you grow up. And what I kind of want to be able to grow up to is maybe become like a physicist, or physical academics, or I could become a personal trainer, stuff like that, because I love sports, I love like fitness and stuff like that, so I would love to go into a job that's like that, but school doesn't show you how to do that, and I think that's dumb because they just want to show you how to be smart, and more smart, and if you're not, then they don't care about you, and they're just going to say, okay, fail. Even though if I said that to a teacher, they're going to be like, no, that's not true. But all reality it is, because they don't. They don't care. And I think that's also dumb. Um, and the only thing school's good for is being social and learning how to become friends with others. Because all my friends go to school, I'm not homeschooled, and they're constantly, like, with me. So, there's also that. Um, Another thing would be, um, what's another one? Another good one. Um,
School's actually a good way to figure out relationships. I'm not even kidding. Like you can figure out how to pick up girls and stuff there. You can figure out a lot of things. Um, you can like I've got multiple girlfriends at school, like throughout school. Not like I don't have like six girlfriends right now, but um it's just easy to learn how to get like a relationship if you have those skills to do that. Um, and it's just easy like that. Shoot, I'm trying to pick something, but I don't know what to do. Let's do whatever this is. I don't know what this is. So yeah, school is just difficult, and I think that if you can't, like, some words of advice. If you're very antisocial, just try one day, just try to talk to someone. Like, just try talking to the teacher, and if you're already good at that, then keep doing that and try asking, like, hey, what could I do? What do you think I could do to be more social? And see what they say. I'm not even kidding. It would help to be able to know what they think is good for you. And if you don't like what their opinion is, like, just go talk to someone, go say hi to some random stranger. Like, don't be on your phone all the time. Like, take out your headphones. I don't know, but try and see what they say. If you don't like it, then don't do it. But don't do something that's not comfortable with you. But if you're trying to be more social in life, then just get a little bit out of your comfort zone. But by that I mean don't try standing on top of a chair in the middle of lunch and be like, hey guys, come talk to me. Don't do that. You might get some attention, but not some attention you want. Um, you should, um, if you have like, if you say you have no friends, then maybe try talking to some random person on Snapchat. I don't know. You could do a lot of random things that people would be like, okay, whatever. Like, just be like, oh, sorry, I added you on Snapchat by accident. And try to talk to them and be like, oh, sorry, be like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to add you. Then wait for them to respond, be like, oh, it's okay, and be like, um, yeah, sorry for, like, interrupting you, and see what they say. If they say, like, oh, no, you're not interrupting, be like, oh, okay, so what are you doing? And try to have a conversation. And then after that, be like, do you want to hang out sometime? I don't know. Do something weird. Do something that's out of your comfort zone, and then see if that works. But, um, whenever, um, yeah, no, that's just gonna end that social talk because I'm out of ideas. Especially because there's no one else to talk to because everyone's gone to sleep on the weekend. So there's that. What else is there? Um, what else is there about school? School should have like driving tests, or you should be able to get your driver's license at the school. Like I think they used to do that, but they should still be able to do that. Um, what's another thing? I think some schools are just they're difficult. They're just like, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. But I think it's dumb. Like, they shouldn't be able to tell you if you can't do this, you can't do that. Because, in all reality, you can do whatever the hell you want. And, yeah. They tell you if you ask to go to the bathroom, you shouldn't have to ask. You should be able to just walk to the bathroom. Like, I get that they don't want you in the hallways to go distract others that are actually trying to learn, but it's still at the same time, they should just not care. And if you don't want to be at school, then you shouldn't have to go to school. Like, there are some benefits of school, like actually knowing basic math. But you shouldn't have to learn how to do multiple step equations to find x whenever you're not gonna do that in the real world. You probably will use math, but probably basic math or just multiplication, division, stuff like that. But you're not gonna use stuff like that. Um, it's good to know like the main things in math are you probably need. Main things you need are math, reading, and writing. Those are the main things you need in school. So I'm not saying drop out of it. You need them, and and whenever you uh, and whenever you learn math, you should take it very well. But in like algebra, you don't need algebra. What are you gonna use algebra then? Like unless you're one of those smart kids that could just say it off the top of their head, then I don't think you're gonna need it. So there's that. Reading, dude. There's words everywhere. I suck at reading. I'm not lying. Um, like I really suck at reading. Um, I also suck at writing, but I can't spell. Um, that's another thing. Um, again, if you want to learn something in life, like if you want to learn how to weld, you should take that class. Like I know my school has welding, my school has woods, my school has art, painting, technologies. They have like this new gaming thing, but there's nothing actually fun in there. It's like Pac-Man. Um, but you should be able to learn that type of stuff. So, um, what else is there? I think this will be my last little touch on it. This is my last one, and so I'm gonna try making it really creative. Um, uh, what's one that's a good one about school? Um, okay. By the way, this car is freaking fast. Jeez, look how fast it is. Um, what's a good one? Um, ooh, I don't know. Um, ooh, I actually don't know. What's another one that either bothers me, I think is good. Um, I think that our lunches or breaks should be longer, or like passing hours should be longer because it's like 6 minutes worth of passing. I think that it should be longer so we could like we can actually it's an actual break. We get that like a 5 minute break is a break, but dude, we need longer breaks. Like we need longer. Like I know some kids get out of school like they go to school for like 4 hours and then they deal with the rest of the day. I wish that was with at all schools. Like not in elementary school, not in middle school, or at least high school, because you're actually gonna like some jobs you're actually gonna work like 4 hours and you're done. So I think that's how that should go. I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be just it's the classic like 8 hours worth of school. Um, so yeah, there's that. Um, and I think that's how that goes. But I don't think that we should be able to go to school for that long and then do it again and again and again. I think that we should be able to go like and do it whatever. But um, but yeah, and that's gonna end of my little rant about school. And I'll probably make another one, not about school, but probably about something else. But yeah, that'll be the end of the broadcast. And yeah.